Hey guys, what is going on? Anthony here with Pistons Talk. In today's video, we are going to be doing a tier maker list. We're going to be ranking the best Detroit Pistons players on this roster to the worst players on this roster. I actually got this video idea from Koo. He actually ranked his tier list of the Detroit Pistons. So if you guys want to go check out his video, I will leave a link down in the description below, and you guys can go check out his video. But we're going to start with Blake Griffin. Now, Blake Griffin to me is an S tier player. One of the better players on this entire roster. When healthy, he's a 20, 10, and 5 guy all day. And you really like what you're getting from Blake when he is healthy. Next player we have is Brandon Knight. I'm going to put him at this B category player. I think Brandon Knight's days of starting in the NBA are over. He's a perfect backup point guard in this league. He can hit the open three. He can get teammates involved. So that's what you like about Brandon Knight. Next we have Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown to me is a B tier player too. From his rookie season to this season, he doubled his averages and his development is going really well in Detroit. I think if he continues this path of development, you could see him in the A tier next year. Next player we have is Christian Wood. Now, Christian Wood to me is an A tier player. He's really close to an S tier player. The only thing keeping him down here is his defensive game. Defensively, he needs to get better. He needs to protect the paint more for the Pistons if they plan to use him as a center as the future, because you're going to want to have Blake on the floor. So I'd assume Christian is going to start center for your Pistons next season. Next player we have is Derrick Rose. S tier. Were you guys really wondering where he was going to be? It's going to be the S tier. Derrick Rose was such a bright spot for the Pistons. Him and C. Wood were the two bright spots for me personally this year to watch games. Even though we're losing every damn game, but I really enjoyed Derrick Rose. He still has a lot in the tank, and I'm really glad he's here in Detroit. Next player we have is John Henson. As you guys know, he was part of the Andre Drummond trade along with Brandon Knight. I'm going to put him in the C category. For me, I think John Henson is a guy that plays his role and he knows his role. He'll get you rebounds. He'll set picks. He'll try to protect the paint when he can. He's a perfect backup center in this league. Next player we have is Jordan Bone. Now, Jordan Bone is really hard to judge because he did not play consistent minutes in the NBA. And the minutes he did play, it was just garbage time. Like, it'd be like maybe a minute left, maybe 30 seconds left in the in the game. I'm going to give him a C because I think there's still something there that the Pistons like and they're going to develop. I can see them giving him a new contract, but, I think he could definitely get up to this B tier if he got consistent minutes and, Coach Casey continues to develop him. Next player we have is Jordan McRae. Now, Jordan McRae was a guy that I don't know if you guys remember, we picked up on the waiver wire for whatever reason. I'm putting him in the B tier because, he's a scorer at the end of the day, and he was giving us buckets off the bench before COVID did end the season. Next player we have is Justin Patton. Now, Justin Patton, we have not seen anything from him. It would be really unfair to give him a D because we don't know what's there. So I'm going to kind of be grading him on a curve. I'm going to give him a C, just like Jordan Bone. I think there's something there. I think there's a reason why Troy Weaver picked him up. That was one of his first moves when he got to Detroit. He was with them at OKC. So obviously Troy Weaver sees something in Justin Patton's game. I could definitely see him being a rotational big man off the bench for your Detroit Pistons. Next player we have is Kyrie Thomas. Now, Kyrie Thomas, to me, it's hard to judge his game as well because of the injury history, but I'm going to have to give him a C as well. I think if he was healthy and, he was contributing, he'd be up here with Bruce Brown in the D tier, or B tier, not D tier. He's a guy to me that, he's going to have to really show out this season. He's going to really have to, earn his minutes because there's so many shooting guards on this roster, and it's going to be a logjam. Next player we have is Langston Galloway. Now, if Langston did not have the season he did, he'd be right here with the C tier next to Kyrie Thomas. But this year, he completely balled out. He was one of the better players on this team, coming off the bench, hitting his threes, playing defense. I really like this season from Langston Galloway. He is a free agent, though, this year, you guys, so I don't see Langston coming back in a Detroit Pistons uniform. Next player we have is Luke King. He's another two-way player, along with Jordan Bone. Again, hard to judge his game. I'm not going to give him a D because, you know, he did play in garbage time, and I saw a little bit of potential in there. I don't know if the Detroit Pistons re-sign him. He is a small forward. This is a guy that maybe they could develop over the next couple of years, and he could be a small forward, maybe coming off the bench or starting. We don't really know what to expect from Luke King so far. Next is Luke Kennard. I'm putting Luke Kennard next to Christian Wood at the A tier. Luke Kennard is a 15 point per game scorer in this league, 40% from three. The thing with Luke that concerns you is health. If he can stay healthy, this team is going to be winning more games. To me, he's going to have to be a third option. Potentially, I think Dwayne Casey did, hint of Luke being a second, maybe third option on this team. I don't even know what the starting lineup is going to look like. I don't know if Christian comes off the bench or he starts at center, like I mentioned. But, Luke could definitely be a third option for your Pistons. Next, we have Sekou Demboya. I'm going to put Sekou at this B tier. The reason I'm putting Sekou at the B tier is, I saw flashes of him being a potential two-way player in this league. And he did hit a rookie wall this year. I know that. But, I could definitely see him being maybe a 12-point-per-game scorer next season with the Pistons. Next, we have Svi Mykhailiuk. Now, Svi Mykhailiuk, to me, is just a spot-up shooter. The Detroit Pistons really asked him to do a whole lot last year, trying to facilitate the ball, and he was turning the ball over at such a high clip. I didn't like to see him play that role. I know we were, a lot of men down because of the injuries, but I don't want to see him do that ever again. I think he's just a catch-and-shoot shooting guard that can, shoot around 40% from three, and he's a guy that, the Pistons have something there with him. I don't know if they're going to continue to experiment at small forward with him, but that is something that they can do because he is 6'7". Next player we have is Thon Maker. I'm going to put Thon Maker at this C category. Now, Thon Maker to me is a very good player. He's a hustle player, but what a lot of fans get frustrated with is his inability to rebound the ball. And that's something that really is puzzling to me for a guy that's 7'1", and he struggles to rebound the basketball. I don't know if it's a weight thing, a strength thing, or whatever, but, I had to be nice and put him at the C tier. I could have put him at the D tier. That would have been like a real a-hole move, but I'm feeling nice today. The last player is Tony Snell. I'm putting Tony Snell at the D category. Tony Snell is a guy that makes $12 million as a starting small forward for your Detroit Pistons, and he struggles to average 10 points a game. I think the Detroit Pistons could potentially have Sekou Demboya or Svi Mykhailiuk take his spot in the starting lineup. You could have Tony Snell off your bench for one more year for $12 million. I don't see any team touching that contract with the 10-foot pole, even though there's one more year left. People are like, well, we could do the same thing the Bucks did with, trading him. No, nobody is touching that contract. I think not even a contender would touch a contract for Tony Snell. I think the Pistons are stuck with him for one more year, and then we're off the books on him. But this is my tier list of the best Detroit Pistons players to the worst. Let me know what you guys think. If there's someone on this list you don't agree with, let me know what category they belong in, and I will talk to you guys down there in the comment section. Like always, I hope you guys are staying safe. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.